So the easiest way to describe customer experience in our organization is to say that it's the currency on which our economy runs. Is the reason for our existence, the purpose of our jobs. It's what we do. It's how we train people. It's how we reward people. It's what we role model on. And as an organization, that's our biggest measurement. That's how we measure ourselves, measure people in the organization, and how we see ourselves. That's the only lens that we use as an organization when we want to measure ourselves. Yeah. Actually, that's an easy one. Simplification of processes. I think as bankers, we love to make our processes more complex than they actually need to be. We are in love with that idea of how certain processes should look. And I think if we just use the customer's view while drawing up some of these processes, it will just simplify things for us, for the customer, for the front line, and make life easier for everyone around. I think ownership is this element of what we tell ourselves of how we can or what we can do in relation to the job that we have. And I think we all have limitations in our minds saying that this is our job, this is how it starts and this is how it ends, and that kind of limits ourselves when we are dealing with customers. I think once you start owning a customer issue, it becomes very different, right? You then start thinking beyond the realms of what you control to going into the realms of what you can influence and get it done for the customer. So I think ownership is very important, and especially for frontline staff who have limitations in terms of time and to get things done for the customer. It is very important for all of us to think of ownership of customer issues while going about doing our jobs. I look forward to every time I see a customer appreciation coming our way, right? About the call center, about collection executive, any frontline, because that makes my day. I look out for stories where we have gone in search of a solution and found it. It's a journey of owning a particular issue and then wading through the organization to find just the thing that the customer is looking for. And of course the appreciation mostly captures the delight of the customer of receiving the service that he or she has received, and that kind of makes my day. So the only message I have is to thank everybody who's interacting with customers, right? We have gone through real tough times, and I know some of our staff have been going through real stressful times, personal hardships. To put customers' issue at the forefront of what we do while going through some of these stresses is just amazing. I'm extremely proud of what we have been able to manage during this time. It's not been easy. Operations have been affected. Where we work from has undergone a change. Systems have not been stable. Despite all of this, we've had a workforce that stuck to its guns, which put its best foot forward, ensured that customers do not feel the turbulence that we are going through. And for that, I'm forever grateful, because that's reflective of the kind of organization we are, the kind of team we are, and how resolute we are in terms of providing customers with a delightful experience every time they interact with us. I think that what keeps us going, that what keeps you going, and I think that's the biggest achievement that we have in this entire year that we've seen. I own it. Do you?